Era podcast with Philly old heads talk sports. We back for another show. It's on and so on and so on. We talking Sixers, baby, all day, every day. We talking Sixers. Listen, the last 3 games was kind of crazy, but we did what we handled our business. Beat Portland with nobody. I love it. I love it. We're gonna move into introducing the fellas, guys. First up is Little Ski. What's up, bro?
What's going on? What's going on? Making sure everybody here. Am I good? Am I looking good?
Yeah, you're looking good, brother. You're looking good.
All right, what's going on? Yeah, the last couple games, I was very impressed. You know, we beat a team that we thought we should have probably lost to because we didn't have any of our stars, and they had pretty much their 2 best players, but we didn't have our 2 best players. So I feel like I was very impressed with that last game. So, and the game before that where we beat the Hawks. So, you know, I feel like we came off a pretty good winning streak these last couple games. So let's go.
Nice. Next up is my man Herb. Herb, what you think of the last couple games, brother?
Oh man, I enjoyed the last couple games against Portland. If you would have went to the casino and saw that no Joel Embiid played, no Tobias Harris, and Danny Green was going to eventually go out, you wouldn't have bet on the Sixers. So I think that was a very good win against Portland. And you know, we just handled some business this weekend.
Nice. Yes, they did. They handled the business. That is the truth. Next up is Big Ski the Landscaper. Big Ski, where you at?
Hey. How's everybody doing out there?
What's up,
everybody? Bro? Well, you know, when I think about the last 3 games, I was most impressed with Atlanta's win because they beat us every time. They always beat us. They've been the last couple times Atlanta gives us problems. Like, remember the playoffs? Remember the playoffs? And then last in the regular season, they beat us also. You know, so that was a very good win because we blew them out. It was like, y'all, I don't even know what happened. Detroit obviously is a good win, but, you know, we're supposed to beat them. And then Portland, you know, we'll get into that on why I think Portland lost. There was a little intimidation thing, I think, going on there, but we'll get into that.
All right. Next up is Quaz. Quaz, introduce yourself, brother.
Yo, wait, hey, Zod, did you say old heads where old heads talk sports? Yes. I think you got at least have facial hair to be an old head. At least facial hair before you say you're an old head. All right, no, but
it's not gray anyway.
I heard this crazy ass that Tyree when Trae Young and Dame Lillard was guarded by Tyrese Maxey, they were 6 for 17.
Yep.
6 for 17. So all I'm saying is we already know about his speed. The question is, how are we going to live without Ben on the defensive side? Well, I'm just saying, speed kills, y'all. Speed kills. That's great. We 4-2. Probably should have been 5-1.
All right. And we got a new panelist tonight. We got the Little Zai. Come on in. Introduce yourself. Let everybody know you're the new guy. You know?
Yo, Lil Zai, what's up with you?
What's going on, man? What's up?
I'm glad to be on the show, finally back on the podcast. They put me back on here, so you know I'm already going. I know everything about everything, so let's get down to it.
All right.
Yo, he got some peach fuzz though. He got the peach fuzz going. I think he may qualify.
Nobody's old. Some of these people are old.
They old souls.
These guys are old. I'm not old though. I
Let's go, baby.
Let's go. Let's get into these questions. First, I'm gonna come to you, Lil Ski. So we all know what happened last game in Portland when he got introduced. They, my main man Lillard got introduced. They poured him with love. They shined the love on him. They gave him the standing ovation. And then during the game, even when he went to the foul line, they gave him another standing ovation. They said that they gave him a lot of love at the stadium. So what do y'all think? Is that dick riding or is it not? What's the deal?
No, I think it's a great thing because he came to our stadium, our arena. We beat them without no stars, and the fans want him. He feels like he's wanted here. So I also think that the more they suffer and the more they struggle, the maybe the possibility he's going to ask for a trade. So we'll see. But I think that that's a smart move by Philly fans. You know, endorse him, try to get him in our good graces, and show him that we would like him to come to the Philadelphia. I feel like everybody would do that if he was in rumors to go to their team. He's one of the best players in the entire league, so I think it's a great idea.
Well, for me, I'm like torn a little bit. I think we should have probably bought him a Bentley on one side. But then in the back of my head, it's like, you're sitting there knocking on the prettiest girl, you're not knocking on her door, you have no chance of getting her, and then you're still knocking at her door, you know what I mean? It's like, oh man. So I think we was a little thirsty with that.
Understood.
What I think is that, I agree that we should have done it because I want Dame Lillard too. And he's playing the role of, he's doing it how he has to do it because, Philly's not an easy place to play. But he's the kind of person that can. You know what I mean? Because he's from Oakland. You know what I mean? You ever watch his videos? He do the video. He got the cars jumping around. He like Iverson almost. You know what I mean? And he kind of is. You know what I mean? So he would fit in really, really well here. I really think he would. Like, he'll fit. You know what I mean? Like, his personality will work. So that's what I got on that.
Well, it gets worse for me. It ain't just the boy knocking up on the car, knowing that she ain't going to holler. It's your homie in the bar. And everybody know he ain't even cut right to be talking to her. So he going to embarrass the whole damn squad. He going to go over there and keep shooting his game, knowing damn well she don't want to talk to his ass. Look, that embarrassed the whole squad. I'm sorry. That was thirsty as hell. Look. What's next? We want Bill. We want KD. We want Kyrie. We're doing in. We don't know these dudes. That is so thirsty because he didn't even tip his hat towards Philly. Like, yeah, that would be one of the places I like to go to. He ain't even decided that he was going to leave yet. Come on. That was thirsty. It made it look bad. See, back in the day, we would have booed his ass. And then he really would know that we loved him. Then he would know we love him. That's when he know we love him.
Go ahead, Lil Zai. What you think about Dame and Philly, the Philly game?
Nah, I think you gotta do it. I mean, any way that we can get him there, you gotta. I mean, if it's showing love, just the fans showing him a little extra boost, you gotta do it. I mean, we got Ben Simmons just on that side, not worried about playing. I mean, if you got somebody like that and we can get Dame, yeah, I'm all for it every day. We got to. He too good.
Well, Dame did see our bench play, right? He did see with no Tobias Harris, no Embiid. He saw all the guys off the bench, and then he looked at his bench and went, and then he looked at our bench and said, maybe I do want to come to Philly. That could be one of the deciding factors. You never know, because him at the top of the food chain pushes everybody down one, and then now everybody can play their role. So I think that the bench has been very effective lately, and maybe Dame noticed it. But that leads us into the next question. So the bench has been playing pretty good. There's a couple of guys on that bench who have been playing well in the first few games. What do you think about that, Herb?
Well, I think that with Shake coming back, everything is starting to fall back into place. He brings, he's like the glue. He brings everybody together, coming off of the bench, and I think we look better with Shake, being the first man off the bench. Also, with the addition of George Niang, he's shooting the lights out, and he's just a different type of electricity that comes to the floor. You know what I mean? So, with that, I mean, I think our bench is really, really good right now.
All right. Go ahead, Big Skin.
Okay, well, I have something to add on that because I'm kind of thinking, a big part of it is about Drummond because he's actually a starter. Now, he's not a scorer, but he's that big guy. Now he's doing that against the second string. Because he always was one of them guys that actually played against the starters, but he don't, he's not like, he's not one of the flashy ones, but he's one of them like the Perkins, Perkins that played for the Celtics. He's one of them type that just beat you up. Now he's doing that against the second team when he's actually still good enough to be a starter and doing that. So I think that has a lot to do with it that we're under control on the second unit. Also, I believe, Korkmaz, We talk.
And then you said his name right. You said his name right.
Oh yeah, I know him now. Right. If I saw him in the street, I'd be like, "Hey." You know what I mean? You know, so and then also the one you mentioned before, Mr. George
Niang.
Him. And he's really doing well as well. And then Curry's not off the bench, right? No, he starts.
No, he starts.
He's still like in and out.
He plays on that bench spot sometimes.
Right. You know what I mean? Where he just has to do his role and is kind of one of them kind of guys. And he's been hitting his shots. And that's where I think our bench is doing why we're doing good. And Drummond, because he's a starter on any other team, not any other team, but he's it's only because of what's his name? You know our big guy.
Embiid?
That guy, him. That guy. That's the only
Hopefully that was a joke.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, but anybody knows that, Drummond, any other team that doesn't have that center, he would start.
All right. Gotcha. Yeah. Go ahead, Quas.
That second unit, like Ski said, Drummond was that B-level star, right? He's that B-level guy. And now he's playing against a whole bunch of C's and D's. So he's starting to look like an A. You know how it is, like she at 8 when you walk in there when it start getting real late. She a dime, right? She a dime when it start getting real late. That's who he played against. So I look at that second unit as mature men. It's not like a young group of young bulls just coming around, running around haphazardly. They doing it smart. They keeping the young point guard with the starters, and they met somebody a little bit more mature to run with Korkmaz, Niang, and Drummond, help create the spacing and keep the ball flowing. But that's not a young secondary. I mean, that's not a young bench. You know what I mean? And Zai, you're right. Dane was probably looking at our bench. He's probably thinking, which two of y'all are going to Portland in exchange for me?
That's true. It was Steph Curry.
He like, who looks good in Portland?
Most likely Maxey.
No,
that's a starter. They don't want a starter back.
The starter's Ben. Ben's the starter. I give you Ben and Isaiah Joe.
That ain't gonna work.
The money don't match up either. That ain't gonna work.
It's on picks. It's on picks. Make it work. Make that work. Make it work.
Go ahead, Zai. What you doing?
Yeah, for me, I'm thinking that I like the new additions the most. The two I like Shake. I like Thibault. I like what's the other ball? Not sure what the other guy's name is, but Drummond, Niang, two guys that can really get it done. 10 rebounds. If he's really having a good night, he can get you 10 and 10, something like that. Niang, he shoots the lights out all the time, so that's all good. And then Shake, just like you said, the glue. He just puts all that together. And that shot off the top. That's we got shooting, we got rebound, we got toughness, we got defense. We really got a little bit of everything off that bench. So yeah, we're a real solid unit on the secondary.
I just hope that Mr. Doc Rivers don't put the bench in for 4 and 5 minutes in the third quarter all by themselves without no starters. I like our bench, but they're bench guys. That's why they're not starters. Please keep at least 1 or 2 starters in. It's, gets crucial, and they start coming back. That momentum, once they get the momentum, it's hard. So I want Doc to take care of that. But I do like our bench. We have a lot. We have a little bit of everything. I agree 100%. So Ski, go ahead. What do you think?
So I can't talk about the bench without talking about Drummond. Obviously, last night he had about 14 points, I believe, 15 rebounds, 7 assists. He had like 5 steals. Like he had made history yesterday or something. It was crazy. He had like a stat line that nobody's ever had ever. Mm-hmm. So it was like my dad said, he's a starter that's playing against bench players. He actually made a couple All-Star teams, I believe. If it was not 1, it was 2, maybe 1 or 2. So, he's actually still a starter, and we actually got him for cheap too. So we're not really paying him nothing. So it actually is a very well deal by Daryl Morey and Doc Rivers there. The last guy I want to talk about is definitely Shake Milton, because it seems like he came back. We started playing a lot better this weekend. A couple games, he's come back, and now we're we're blowing people out bad. So, and it's a tribute to the bench because last game we didn't even have our star players versus Damian Lillard and CJ McCollum, and we beat them good too. So that's all I got for that one.
All right. So listen here. We're gonna talk about this next game coming up. The Bulls game is coming up, and let's talk about the next 5. If anybody got any predictions on that, we'll go around the horn there and figure that out. So, Big Ski, what you think about these Bulls coming up?
Okay, well, the Bulls. Well, first of all, I'm gonna break it down and say the next. I heard you mention the next 5 games. So it's the Bulls, then it's the Pistons, then it's the Bulls, then it's the Knicks, then it's Milwaukee. Is that correct?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
What I think about that is I think that we're going to be 3-2. That's a positive step. If we do anything better than that, then we have to reevaluate how good we are. Because that this is going to be a place where because even though some of the names on here don't sound like the Knicks and the Bulls, both of those teams are playing very good basketball.
Yes, they are.
So I'm thinking that if we split with the Bulls, okay, beat the Pistons, the Knicks, like Quaz said it earlier, they kicked our butts. We better beat them. You know, Spike Lee.
Revenge game.
Right. Spike Lee was dancing. I seen all that. You know what I mean? So I think we're going to beat them this time, okay? And then Milwaukee, I'm 50.
Up. They were champions.
It's the same thing because they beat us already too, didn't they?
No, we haven't played Milwaukee yet.
Not yet this season.
Okay.
Not yet this season.
Are we home or away?
Home.
Oh, okay. Then we need to win that game. We got to protect our home.
I'm 50-50 on that one. And that's why I'm going 3-2. If we beat the Milwaukee game, then I believe it'll be 4-1. So that's what I got on that.
Bulls 5-1. We know they made some moves. You know, they got the Levine boy and they got Vucevic. I'm not sure if they're healthy or what, but they 5-1. They were one of those teams that's going to come, just like the Knicks. This ain't your grandpa Knicks. You know what I mean? Some teams got better. They one of them. But I do see us stretching out a little bit here and really getting into this little next 5-game stretch. I got us at 4-1. I think we do drop 1 to the Bulls, but the Knicks is a recent revenge game, and it's home, it's here, and then we got Bucks here. So I think we beat the Bucks. I mean, we owe them. Remember, because Antetokounmpo sat down in the middle of the logo. Yeah, we remember that. We remember he sat down on the logo. Yeah, that should burn some people up. So I got him at 4-1 coming back for next week. I got 4-1.
All right.
Okay. So for me, I'm saying I think we actually lose to the Bulls. So I'm gonna start us out with a loss, but I think the rest of the way we go 3-2. We lose to the Bucks as well. For me, the Bulls got a lot better. And I don't really know. They're really feeling themselves right now. So they might come in on, try and be hot and all that, and then we probably beat them the next time. But for the rest of the games, I just feel like our the only one that's really going to be tough is going to be the Bucks and maybe the Knicks too, because they are better. But losing 1 to the Knicks, I don't think we're going to lose twice to them. I mean, I don't think they're really that good. They very defensively sound, but on offense, they not really. They a little streaky. So that's my take.
All right. Well, I'm definitely going to go 3-2. We lose 1 to the Bulls. We lose 1 to the Bucks. But that's I'd say it's nothing to be ashamed of. You know what I mean? The Bulls are on the uprise. They're doing good, and we got to play them twice. So either we win the first one and they beat us the second one, or we lose the first one, we beat them. They're good, but they're not that. I don't think we're going to sweep them. And they're on a roll right now. Like, they're playing very well. So, and then the other game is obviously the Bucks. The Bucks, They're the champions, and they you know, that's gonna be a tough game. I hope we win it, but we'll probably go 3-2, and I don't see no shame in that. What you think, Skip?
After yesterday, I see that we can actually play without our star players. Quick note: Tobias Harris is in safety protocols right now.
Yes.
So we might probably not going to have him for these next 5 games or these next 5 games. He's in protocol right now, so we're not going to have him. So I don't. And Embiid didn't play last game, but he's probably just rehabbing his knee soreness. So we have to see who plays, who doesn't, especially versus the Bulls, Knicks, and Bucks, because those teams are playoff teams. Those are the teams we're going to see in the playoffs for sure, 100%. So I'm gonna go 3-2. I think we split with the Bulls. The Bulls are definitely going to beat us 1 game because they're on a roll. You know, they're playing great basketball right now. They're playing up and fast. I'm hoping we get them the next time we play them, however. And then the Knicks is a revenge game, and then I think we lose to the Bucks, especially without Tobias. We lose to them. So 3-2.
I think it all boils down to Joel Embiid. If he somehow plays in all 5 games, we'll probably be 4-1, losing to, I think, the Knicks again. I don't think we're going to lose to the Bucks. I think we played the Bucks pretty well, and I'm just not sold on the Bucks, on the Bulls. I'm just not feeling that. It's early in the season, and they don't know who they are yet. So I'm really not worried about them. I'm gonna say 4-1, but we're gonna lose to the Knicks.
There is a back-to-back in there too. The next 2 games are Wednesday and Thursday, and they're back-to-back. So Embiid will probably miss one of those 2.
He's gonna miss Detroit, the first game in Detroit, because you got to bring him back for the Bulls. Yeah.
So probably, yeah. If he plays next game at all, we're not even sure about that, but we'll see.
Plus, Drummond gonna get off on Detroit anyway. He gonna get off on Detroit.
Yeah.
All right. So, Herb, did you answer this one?
Yeah.
All right. So listen here. Bonus. We're gonna talk a little Eagles. We're gonna talk some Eagles. What do y'all think about what's going on with the Eagles? Now, we beat Detroit, right? It's Detroit. They're 0-8 now.
They can go 7
very soundly. I don't know if that means anything. Does it mean something? You know, we're 3-5. You know, are we a playoff contender? I don't know. We're gonna go to Quaz on this one, the big Eagles guy. Go ahead. Tell us what you think.
Oh my God, yeah. 3-5. They right exactly where we thought they would be. And it was a quality win because you just didn't beat Detroit. Detroit is playing really good. You beat them soundly. So that is an NFL team. I do see that they started to fill some things out that they like to do. They're gonna probably run the ball a little bit more. We're not going to 2 tight ends. We're going to 1 tight end now. Just keep giving it to Goddard, feeding him. He's an animal. And then I think they just got to work in balance a little bit more. You got to hit Quez Watkins down the field a couple more times a game. and you got to connect with Devontae Smith more. But the defense look like they ironing things out. The schedule's about to get softer, not completely soft, but softer. And we're a little battle tested. I'm excited to see what's going down because I think Hurts can earn his job. He don't got it yet, but I think he can earn his job, you know. And so I'm excited. What's up, Lil Zai?
Me, I think it was a quality win for a bum team against another bum team. So I'm not really going to go with I don't really see too much in the future about that. I mean, it's like beating Atlanta. Okay, you beat Atlanta. That's not really saying too much. We 50-50. We are doing things that are better. Make me think that maybe Nick Sirianni isn't as bad as he seemed to be the last, bad all the games basically except for the first one. But yeah, I'm not too sold on the Eagles. Even winning against Detroit, that's not saying anything to me, personally.
I agree with you. It's not saying much to beat Detroit. Detroit is, I guess they're doing the process. They're trying to get some good picks. They're not trying to win. It's fake. I mean, how they lose to the Eagles 41-6 to the Eagles? We not that good. We're not a 41-6 team. So if you lose like
I have no faith.
then that puts you in the pitiful category. And that's all I got to say about that. Go ahead, Ski.
Our next 3 games are the Chargers, the Broncos, and then the Saints. We are going to lose all 3 of those games. And then we played it. Wait. Wow. We played the Jets and the Giants and Washington and those teams. So we're going to win those games, but we're going to lose our next 3. So beating Detroit is terrible. Yeah, I'm happy we won. It was a great Sunday. However, it's about to be some very bad Sundays coming up for us. So, just hanging in there so far. Hopefully, Carson Wentz keeps playing. We get another draft pick. So
I'm telling you now, I hate y'all answers so far. I hate all y'all answers so far.
Listen to this. The last 5 games is the Giants twice, the Redskins twice, and the Cowboys at the last.
That's
right?
What I was saying.
All 5 of those games are winnable games, right? You would think so, right?
And then,
but
you would think
they are division games, but that would put us at 8 wins. And all we would have to do is beat the Jets, maybe. And then that puts us at 9 wins, like Quaz said. Right?
Whoa. Yeah, wait.
That ain't gonna happen. That's not going to happen.
I said 8. Don't bump my number up. I said 8. I came in at 8 and I meant 8. That's what I said.
Yeah, but that's not going to happen. Come on, y'all. Come on. The Eagles
because they're going to beat the Chargers this week.
We just got to hope that Sirianni is learning any type of lesson from what's going on this year. And next year will be better. You know what I mean? Hurts too. Well, you got Hurts throwing 50 times a game. He better learn something.
Yeah, I agree. He got a candy arm. That's the only problem. All right,
you're crazy. He throwing 60 yards in the air. He got the candy arm.
The deep ball.
But he can't hit a 15-yard slant. He can't hit a 15-yard slant, though. You know what I mean?
Would you call those passes to Goddard? Would you call those 20-yard outs to Goddard? Would you call those passes?
Goddard's a big target. I need him to hit Avonte Smith on a slant.
And Jalen
right in his hands so he can keep on running. You know what I'm saying? That's the easiest throw there is. Why can't he make it? But go ahead, Ski. What you think?
Okay. Well, if we're going to talk about the Detroit game, I'm kind of on the same page with y'all. Did that game count?
It was versus a JV squad.
I ain't really heard that it counted. I don't know.
Yeah.
We were watching the game. We was like, does this count? Like, are we allowed to parade on this one? Like, what are we doing here? Like, they're terrible. Now, I would like to say this, though. I'm going to give a shout-out to somebody because Ski played on the football team, was quarterback for the running back on that team. So we do have the Swift played on the team with Ski. Okay, so we got somebody from St. Joe's Prep when Ski went there that's on that team. So I hate that they didn't, because that's not helping him probably at all. You know, but other than that, I want to give his love out for Swift. You know what I mean? And Ski was quarterback. And he was the running back, and you know what I mean? And it really went well. So I would like to say that. And now back to my thing. One last thing.
There's more?
One thing. It's based off of what you said. We have the easiest schedule left of any team. That's a fact. I checked.
We got
right.
So we do. You know, you said
we got NFC East game.
We actually have the easiest schedule on paper than any other team for the rest of the season.
I'll tell you what, I'm not counting the division games like we winning all those games. That's not going to happen in the division. Right. We got to beat a couple teams outside of our division. The Jets count as one, but they can fight you any week. But we're going to have to beat either the Chargers or the Saints. We're going to have to beat one of them. And I think we got enough firepower to beat the Saints. Saints don't know who their quarterback going to be, but they're going to be running it. They're going to run it. They're going to be running that ball. Mark Ingram just came back. They're going to run that down your throat. Yeah, that's going to be a nice one to watch. But we can play with anybody left on this schedule. We can play with now. But we got to act like we got our butts kicked, and we tired of getting our butts kicked. You know what I mean? You got to be all right. We saw the best of the best. You can't say, well, wait until they see the best of the. We saw the best of the best. We know we can't play with them, but we can prove that we one of those teams right behind them, And I think we will be somewhere around, like I said, around 8 wins. Y'all gonna have to get over it, man, and just go with it. And you know what? I ain't even. Y'all don't talk about where y'all be at during the parade no more to me. Don't even talk about, because y'all a bunch of haters over here, man. I'm done with the birds talk with y'all, man. I'm done with y'all and birds. I'm done.
You think we having a parade? We're having a parade.
Not this year. I know not this year, but one gonna come back. One gonna come back. Watch.
We're gonna parade right to the liquor store.
Yup. and around that time, Lil Zai and Lil Ski gonna be doing a podcast with their sons.
All right. Listen. We had a great show tonight. Good show. We talked about a lot of good stuff. Listen, everybody. Oh, final thoughts. Does anybody have any final thoughts? I did want to shout out to Chris Cox. He did, that's my ball. Things happen. And also to Swig. Rest in peace to both of them dudes. Anybody else got anything to say?
Nah, that was it.
All right. Well, listen, you gotta follow us. You gotta like us. You gotta subscribe. YouTube, Facebook, please. It helps the algorithm. Hit us up. We out.